And then we look at alleles. Alleles. Alleles are pair of alternative form of gene that we use to contrast a character. Alternative. Sometimes it is gene. Genes are alleles. Alleles are gene. But alleles are alternative form of gene. Sometimes I want to give an alternative form of a gene that can represent the genotype of maybe someone who is sickler, or someone who has a sickle cell trait or sickle cell gene. The choice of using a particular symbol to connote that particular gene, something I can use to express the gene, even though that thing is not the gene, but I'm using that particular structure to represent the gene. That structure, that symbol used to describe a particular gene is called allele. If I want to describe human blood group A, people who belong to blood group A have this gene or have this gene, either of these two genes. So whichever thing I have used now to represent this particular A gene is allele. Use it as an alternative form of gene. It can be in form of multiple allele, like you see in human ABO blood group, where one gene will control both A, B, and O in human. So it's controlling 3 different genes in human ABO. In that case, we now describe such allele as multiple alleles. And then we'll talk about dominant allele. We'll talk about dominant allele. Dominant alleles are alleles or genes that mask. They mask. What I mean mask, they will not allow the recessive character to show themselves, should in case they both see themselves in heterozygous condition. Maybe when this dominant character meets with this recessive character and they give you this outcome. So it means that this particular outcome of these two cross will never present physically or phenotypically as short, but it will appear as tall, because the dominant character will not allow a recessive character to express. In fact, a dominant character will express itself both in homozygous condition and at the same time heterozygous. A dominant character will express itself both in homozygous and in heterozygous. But a recessive character will only express itself in a heterozygous condition. I'll take it again. A dominant character or dominant allele will be expressed both homozygous and heterozygous. Supposing that this uppercase letter is G for tall. This is homozygous, it is tall. And then, if it happens to cross, or if you happen to make this gene with another gene, and that gene is said to be recessive, and then what becomes the outcome? Once you have these two, and they unite to give you this. And you don't expect this to be half tall or half short. No! Even though there is half short and half tall in their gene, but since this T is dominant, this particular gene will appear physically to be tall because this is heterozygous. A dominant character will both express itself if it is in similar pair and if it is as unsimilar pair. So both heterozygous or homozygous, a dominant character will express itself. But a recessive character like this cannot express itself in heterozygous. This is the heterozygous form of this, but it is not expressive. It can only be expressed if it is in this form of homozygous. That is another issue of dominant alleles. And then we have recessive alleles, just like as mentioned. The recessive allele is the one that is being masked, the one that is being oppressed or suppressed in the presence of a dominant character. they can only express themselves in the absence of a dominant character. That is on the recessive alleles. A common example of alleles, genes that are very recessive, is albinism, sickle cell anemia, hemophilia, or any sex linkage or sex-linked traits. These are alleles or genes that are recessive. And the genotype